China versus America. Who will dominate the 21st century? For more than a century, the United States has stood as the world's leading superpower, shaping global finance, technology, and military power in ways few countries ever have. But over the last few decades, another giant has risen at breathtaking speed. China has transformed from one of the world's poorest nations into an economic and technological powerhouse, challenging assumptions that many believed would last for generations. Today, these two nations are competing in everything, from artificial intelligence and manufacturing to space exploration and global influence. But before we begin, let's address the elephant in the room. This isn't about deciding which country is better. China and the United States have different histories, different priorities, and different strengths. By the end, you can decide for yourself who is better positioned to shape the 21st century. If you enjoy documentaries that go beyond the headlines and explain why the world looks the way it does, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Randomly Spectacular, and let's explore one of the biggest rivalries of our time. Chapter 1. The Race That Changed the World. Not long ago, very few people imagined that China would one day stand shoulder to shoulder with the United States as a global superpower. For much of the 20th century, America led the world in economic strength, technological breakthroughs, and military influence, while China was rebuilding after decades of conflict and economic hardship. The gap between the two appeared so large that many believed it would remain that way for generations. That assumption began to change in the late 1970s, when China launched economic reforms that reshaped its future. In just a few decades, it became the world's manufacturing powerhouse and the second largest economy, while the United States continued to lead in areas such as innovation, finance, and higher education. Today, these two nations represent two different paths to global leadership, and to understand who may be better positioned for the future, we first need to examine the engine behind almost every other measure of power: the economy. Chapter 2. The Economic Engine. Every superpower is built on an economy, but not every economy is built the same way. The United States remains the world's largest economy by nominal GDP and is home to many of the world's most valuable companies with strengths in finance, technology, and high-value services. China, meanwhile, has become the world's manufacturing powerhouse and, by purchasing power parity, has one of the largest economies in the world, producing everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to solar panels and high-speed trains on an enormous scale. These different economic models reflect different priorities. America's economy has long been driven by innovation, entrepreneurship, and consumer spending, while China has focused heavily on manufacturing, infrastructure, and industrial expansion. If you've ever checked where everyday products in your home were made, there's a good chance China made more than you expected. But building the future requires more than factories alone. It requires talented people, and that's exactly where our story heads next. Chapter 3. Education, Building the Future. Long before a country builds the next breakthrough technology, it first has to educate the people behind it. China has invested heavily in STEM education and engineering talent, while the United States is known for its world-class universities, research institutions, and ability to attract skilled people from around the world. These different priorities have helped shape two very different innovation ecosystems. China's approach has supported its rapid growth in manufacturing and infrastructure, while America's has fueled many of the companies and discoveries that define modern technology. But education is only the foundation. What happens next may be even more important, and that's where the race for artificial intelligence begins. Chapter 4. The AI Race. Artificial intelligence is no longer just another technology. It's becoming the foundation of everything from healthcare and finance to transportation and national security. The United States has long been home to many of the world's leading AI companies and research institutions, while China has invested heavily in AI development and has rapidly expanded its use across industries and public services. Success in AI isn't just about who builds the smartest chatbot, it's about who can turn research into real-world impact at scale. Both countries have significant strengths, but the nation that leads this race could influence the technologies that define the rest of the century. And behind every breakthrough lies something equally important: the ability to build millions of products quickly and efficiently. Chapter 5. Manufacturing, the world's factory. Walk through almost any home, and you'll probably find products made in dozens of countries. But a remarkable number began their journey in China. Decades of investment, industrial planning, and vast supply chains have helped China become the world's manufacturing powerhouse, while the United States has increasingly focused on higher-value industries such as technology, finance, and advanced services. Manufacturing isn't just about producing more goods. It's about resilience, supply chains, and the ability to scale new technologies quickly. As both countries invest in strengthening their industrial base, one question becomes increasingly important. How do you move all those people and products efficiently across a nation? The answer takes us to one of the clearest differences between the two countries. Chapter 6. Building at a different scale. One of the clearest differences between China and the United States can be seen from the window of a train, or even from space. Over the past few decades, China has built the world's largest high-speed rail network, along with thousands of kilometers of expressways, massive ports, airports, and record-breaking bridges. The United States, meanwhile, developed much of its infrastructure earlier and remains home to one of the world's most extensive freight rail networks, a backbone of its economy that often receives far less attention than passenger transport. These different networks reflect different priorities rather than simple measures of success. China's investments have focused heavily on moving people quickly and supporting rapid urban growth, while America's freight-first approach efficiently moves enormous volumes of goods across the country. One thing is certain, though: building a nation is one challenge, protecting its interests is another. Chapter 7. Strength beyond borders. Military strength has long been one of the defining characteristics of a global superpower. The United States operates one of the world's most extensive military networks, with alliances and bases across multiple continents, while China has rapidly modernized its armed forces and expanded its naval, missile, cyber, and space capabilities over the past few decades. But today's competition isn't limited to land, sea, or air. It also extends into orbit. Satellites, space exploration, and advanced technologies are becoming increasingly important to national security and economic growth, making this rivalry about far more than traditional military power. Yet influence isn't built through strength alone. It also depends on how a country shapes the rest of the world. Chapter 8. Winning hearts, minds, and markets. Power isn't only measured by what a country builds or how strong its military is. The United States has long projected global influence through its culture, universities, technology companies, financial system, and alliances, while China has expanded its reach through trade, infrastructure investments, manufacturing, and growing diplomatic and economic partnerships. These different forms of influence affect how countries do business, share technology, and cooperate on global challenges. In many ways, the 21st century may be shaped not by one approach replacing the other, but by how these two models continue to compete and evolve. But even the world's most powerful nations have challenges they can't afford to ignore. Chapter 9. The challenges ahead. No country reaches the top without facing new challenges. China is navigating issues such as an aging population, slowing population growth, and the challenge of sustaining rapid economic expansion, while the United States continues to grapple with rising national debt, political polarization, and the need to modernize parts of its aging infrastructure. Different challenges, but both with the potential to shape the decades ahead. History has shown that great powers aren't defined only by how they rise, but by how they respond when circumstances change. The country that adapts more effectively to new technologies, economic shifts, and global challenges may ultimately gain the advantage. And that brings us to the biggest question of all. Chapter 10. Who will shape the 21st century? China has demonstrated an extraordinary ability to build, manufacture, and scale at remarkable speed, while the United States continues to excel in innovation, higher education, finance, and global influence. So who will dominate the 21st century? The honest answer is that no one knows. The future won't be decided by a single statistic, a single technology, or a single decade. It will be shaped by how each country adapts to the opportunities and challenges ahead. But one thing is certain, the competition between these two giants will influence the lives of billions of people around the world for many years to come. Conclusion. Perhaps the most important lesson from this comparison is that global leadership isn't defined by one strength alone. It is built through a combination of innovation, education, manufacturing, infrastructure, economic resilience, and the ability to adapt when the world changes. China and the United States have taken very different paths to reach where they are today, and those differences are exactly what make this rivalry so fascinating. Now we'd love to hear from you. After looking at the facts, which country do you believe is better positioned to shape the rest of the 21st century, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Randomly Spectacular. And as always, thank you for watching.